week's votes on whether to legalize recreational marijuana could be a tipping point in the national debate.
Ahead, how voters in 5 states could influence Congress's views on pot.
Supporters and opponents of legalizing marijuana for recreational use are making their final arguments to millions of Americans. Voters in 5 states will decide next week whether to legalize the drug. If all those measures pass, nearly a quarter of the U.S. population would live in a state where pot is allowed. Maria Villarreal shows us how this could send a strong message to Congress.
This is today's pot, 10 times stronger than a marijuana cigarette.
The ads are ominous.
You decide who wins, criminals and cartels or Arizona schools.
And the stakes are high. Those who support recreational pot say this year's election could be a tipping point in the decades-long debate over the country's most popular drug.
Marijuana is now at the forefront of mainstream American politics. If we win big, we have a chance to end federal marijuana prohibition.
That includes changing federal banking laws that currently prohibit banks and credit unions from taking money made off marijuana sales.
Why are they putting marijuana stores ahead of community centers?
California, the largest state in the country, is the most important battleground.
California is enormously influential, not just because of its size and the size of its economy, but because it's influential culturally to the rest of the United States.
The Golden State's pro-pot supporters have raised over $22 million. More than $8 million was reportedly donated by a group led by former Facebook executive Sean Parker.
Look, this is a David and Goliath fight for us on the no on legalization side. We are fighting against massive corporate interests with tens of millions of dollars. They've outspent us 15-1.
Here in California, the marijuana measure is expected to pass, but in states like Massachusetts, Arizona, and Nevada, the polls are much closer. Las Vegas casino magnate and high-profile Republican backer Sheldon Adelson has donated $2 million to oppose legalization. Both sides are using Colorado and Washington's experience with legal pot to support their argument.
I know it's working in other states. They're getting millions that we are leaving untouched.
Legalizing marijuana was a bad deal for Colorado.
Colorado legalized recreational pot 4 years ago. Governor John Hickenlooper told 60 Minutes it hasn't been easy.
I feel confident enough now that I'm not trying to turn the clock back, right? Even with all the problems we have and the challenges, I think we might be able to do this. But I'm not so confident that I'm telling other states, yeah, go for it. This is a slam dunk.
For CBS This Morning, Maria Villarreal, Los Angeles.
Really fascinating to look at these ballot initiatives that are going to affect a large part of this country.
Yep, it sounds like you have to look at it on a case-by-case basis. I love what the governor just said. I'm not going to tell everybody else. It's working for us, but I'm not telling everybody else to do it.
That's right.
We'll see.
All right.